Hello.
Hi,
Welcome.
sorry, I just made a silly face. I don't know if it's got caught
It's
up
fine.
there.
Okay. Welcome to A Date with Fate. This is session 5, or more like 4-ish, because we did a small mini fun session just last week. And so the last time we were all together, the party had finished a battle against 1 rock and 2 harpies, and then they took a short rest. And so in our little mini session, during that short rest, some of the characters woke up earlier than the other 2 and performed a tiny mutiny where they were searching for a weapon. Specifically, Marcon wanted to have a better weapon as we go through the difficult sea creatures, and they failed. But in the end, Mylea had a good talk with the captain, and Marcon and Faye ended up trading weapons. So now Marcon has a rapier, and Faye has a quarterstaff.
Awesome.
Okay, so let's check in with Fenfi and Sazza. After your 4 hours of resting, sleeping, what do you do when you first wake up?
We still haven't done a long rest.
No,
since
but
our
we had a
last
short
thing,
rest.
right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Just making sure.
Okay.
So it's now 6:30, sort of, at night.
At night?
Okay.
Okay.
So Sazza will wake up and be like, "Oh, that was a killer rest, dude."
Yeah, you guys are both in the room
I'm good.
together.
Everybody's in the room.
No, the other 3 are out on deck with Patrick.
Okay.
Actually. With
I'm gonna wake up in a little bit of a panic,
Okay.
because time has passed. A lot of time has passed, so I'm gonna kind of just wake up and start running around and getting ready and to see what's going on the ship.
Can you do a Constitution
And then-
check too, since you want to wake up this way?
I got a Constitution 11.
You're somehow the panic is affecting you, and you're not feeling your best. You just got up too fast or something, and you're feeling, even while you what's happening, a little lightheaded, maybe a little bit queasy.
Okay.
You forgot you were on a ship.
Oh no.
You
So
forgot to bring
are
that
you and
chamomile.
Sazza in the same room?
Yeah,
then?
exactly.
I mean, because we originally we only had 4 bunks in one room, and they'll have to figure out where to put Sazza in the future. But since you all rested, let's just say you were in the same
Sazza
room.
just slept on deck. He just
Okay. Did you sleep on the upper deck?
in the crow's nest of the ship,
Okay.
up the.
Okay, so you're not together. Okay.
That was awesome. So I'm gonna, because I'm not feeling well, I'm gonna go up to the deck and
Okay.
get some air.
Yeah. The rest of you 3, Marcon, Mylea, and Faye, do you want to roll a perception check?
I sure do. I perceive.
Ooh.
Oh well, that's gonna
I
be a
perceive
7.
at a 21.
Whoa.
Because
I got a
incredibly
24.
Oh my gosh. You guys.
Marcon doesn't see anything.
perceptive.
So you can see Fenfi. She just happened to come to the right side of the ship wherever you are. Let's just say it's the port.
Ooh, Fenfi, are you alright? You look a little pale green. I'm not sure.
Oh, I woke up so late, so I'm just a little frazzled.
Ooh, I'm going to cast prestidigitation. I'm gonna cast that funky spell, and I'm going to poof the scent of ginger in her face to try and help. Oh, here, try this.
Can you do a persuasion check,
Okay.
Faye? Let's see how your placebo works.
Ooh. That's going to be a 27.
Oh, it was super effective. Fenfi is it goes through your senses and your sinuses, and that's all you're oh, it's really nice, and just concentrate on aromatherapy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for helping me.
Oh, you know, I do like again.
I feel refreshed.
It's good for you when you're feeling a little nauseous. It's also really good in some rice. Yes, it's quite fantastic. I have it a lot on Greece, so
Oh, well, thank you, Faye. Oh, so kind.
I know.
So Sazza, you're waking up too. Do you want to roll a perception check?
Perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From up there in the crow's nest.
That is a 2.
You don't see. From up there, you're just like looking at the sky and the waves, and you're like not even paying attention to the people.
Man, it's so beautiful up here. I could just stay here all day, dude.
Do we see Sazza?
You can do a perception check. If you're, I'm gonna say at disadvantage because you don't know where to look.
Oh, that's fair. Well, that would be nice. Nope. That's a 3.
Yeah, you probably just think he's still in a room somewhere.
Cool.
So now Sazza, he's gonna try and like leap down, like slide down. I don't know, like swing down
Like
from
a
the
fire
crow's
pole,
nest.
fireman style.
What's that? Yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah, I would say definitely
Arrow flicking
acrobatics
it
at this
down.
point.
acrobatics. Can I do athletics or does it
No,
have to be
I want
acrobatics?
to be acrobatics this time. I know the
Okay.
athletics is better for you.
4.
Oh no.
Oh
The rolls are not in my favor so far today.
You still got the sleep in your limbs and stuff. And you want to be all
And it's
cool,
like
but it's more like your legs
stumbling.
are asleep. So you guys hear a crash, sort of. It's definitely audible.
You hear that sound?
I
no.
Yes, are we under attack again? Oh,
Yeah. Marcon gets his rapier out ready and goes, "What are we fighting?"
Dude, it's nothing. I just fell off the crow's nest where I was napping. It really hurt my bum, you know, like just like a spank right on the tuchus, you know.
Gosh, are you okay, dear?
Did your tail go through the wood of the deck?
DM, did my tail go through the wood of the deck?
Oh, that's an 80%. Let's see what damage the ship took. First of all, oh no, let's just do it this way. The ship took 5 damage.
Yeah, my tail is it's kind of aching, I will say, but you know, I'll be okay. Something smelled nice earlier though. Do you guys have some like ginger or something down here? Because I was catching whiffs of it up in the, all straight up to the crow's nest there.
Oh, so powerful.
Yeah, with like the 26 that you did, they probably all smelled it.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
Did you
Fenfi
fart?
wasn't feeling well. I mean, I guess technically it's a fault with the hands though.
Oh, okay. Righteous, totally righteous.
But yes, I could do it again.
Please, yeah, it totally was like invigorating, and especially after just bumping my tail, I think I could use a little more invigoration, you know.
Very well. Ginger.
Oh, delicious! All right.
I learned it from my friend Jerry.
He's probably a cool dude. Just friends with you, you know. You guys are.
Jerry the
It's been
ginger.
really cool meeting up with the likes of y'all.
Yeah. Pretty dope. He likes to wear the flag on like his clothes. It's very great. It's very
Pretty-
patriotic, I guess.
Pretty dope indeed.
Well, Fenfi and Sazza, just to bring you all in, and I'm not sure how much of the story I've heard at this point, but to bring you all in, our incredible Faye came up with a plan that didn't work, and then came up with a new plan, which I think is better. We were going to try and get weapons from the weapons hold because Marcon didn't like his stick. So we were going to get more weapons, and we didn't. But then Faye and Marcon did switch their weapons. So hopefully now everyone is happy with their weapons, and we don't.
While Mylea is saying this, you just see Marcon taking. He now has the rapier with the pointy end. Wait, let me make sure before I make an idiot out of myself. Make sure I remember exactly what a rapier looks like. Yes. I'm taking. You see me just like dragging the point of the rapier along the deck of the ship, seeing how sharp it is, and making little lines, and just
Oh, that's sweet, dude. You should like carve our names in so everyone knows we've been here.
Right. All right. Initials. Sazza
Marcon,
with an S, right?
Marcon.
Yes.
Marcon.
Yes, sir.
No. It's a bad plan.
What?
It's a bad plan.
What? Why? Everyone should know we've been here, man. Like we should mark our territory and stuff. You know, like this is a cool ship and.
No, we're people, and people don't need to leave traces on ships.
Oh man, killing my vibe.
You and me both, man.
And then Sazza like puts his arm around you.
Yeah.
We're in this together, bro.
At that moment, Chelsea comes over. Ah, lads, lasses, have you eaten yet?
We were waiting for you, don't you know?
Oh, I'm starving.
But I'll go with.
Yeah, only Mylea had food earlier
This is true.
during Marcon and Faye's plan. Well, come with me. It's up. It's time for dinner.
All right.
Lovely.
I'm gonna follow along.
Yes, she brings you all back to the galley where Ragorn still is, and Golda, who hadn't left. Golda, the captain. Because Mylea had just been here having a conversation with Golda, distracting her while Marcon and Faye did their mutiny in the office, forging a letter in her writing. So she's still here finishing her food. Chelsea's like, I brought the rest of them so they can eat before the next battle. And Ragorn and Gold are like, okay.
Sazza like plops down at the table. He's like, "All right, what do we eat?" And he takes his fork and knife and like kind of like slams them on the table.
Oh, what was the food? I don't remember what they were eating before. I just know that there was a soup for lunch, and that's supposed to last them the rest of the day. So yeah, Chelsea's like, "Oh, it's more of the soup from earlier. I hope that's okay with you. We don't eat very well on this ship. I mean, not that we don't eat well. I mean, we don't eat very varied things."
That sounds delicious.
You don't eat varied well.
That's right.
I gotcha.
Ragorn's like, this is too many people for me, so he leaves. He's been there the longest anyway.
All right, well, soup.
Get your seat.
That's,
I'm gonna be eating
soup
my
sounds super to me.
The super soup.
So eat your food.
Super.
So we fought harpies and a rock and a whale. What else do you think might be in the ocean here?
I mean, from what I've heard about these parts, which isn't much because I have no idea where we are, there's usually a lot of creatures in the sea, you know? I have heard before that there are many fish in the sea.
You know, I've heard that saying too. I'm not sure quite where I picked it up. Any fish in the sea?
I don't know. My dad used to tell me it a lot when women would dump me, so I'm not really sure why, but...
I see you've had much experience being dumped then.
Yeah. The dragonborn, like, it's unusual, like, to have a tail, and I have a tail, so sometimes the ladies don't love it, but they're missing out.
Chelsea's like, it seems like it'd be a lot of fun.
Oh. Chelsea, sorry, I might not have had. How long have you been on the ship?
I've only been here a year, a few months. Not really sure anymore. Yeah, and Gold is like, it's been a few months.
Do you ever get a break on land, or is it just straight through?
Gold is like, what kind of person do you take me for? Of course they get breaks.
I don't mean to offend. I don't know how ship life works.
Well, it's different from ship to ship, but we mostly do cargo things, and it's not that long of a run. So,
Well,
they
what's your
tend to
longest
be
trip?
on land more than they're on the ocean.
Where do you go while you're in Greece? Is there a specific I don't know, food dwelling? 'Cause I can't think of the word restaurant. That you partake
Food dwelling.
in? Yes.
A dwelling place for the food.
We've never really gone further than the port, so I've never seen the rest of it. We've never really been... I don't really know if allowed is the word. We're workers.
Not encouraged, I'm sure.
No. And Ardadek doesn't really want to go there anyway.
Does he mostly stay on the ship when you are over there?
Yeah.
Understandable.
Chelsea too is like quieter about that too. And she's like, that's one place I don't really like going. But they give us good money for taking stuff there.
Yes, I can see it. I can picture it. Anyway, not to bring the vibe down, where are your favorite places to eat in other places?
Oh, says Chelsea. There's a place in Lego I really love. Lots of crab and all the good stuff. Lots of different mussels, these kinds of things.
Mussels.
Oh, not that kind, you silly goose.
You know who else has muscles? My man Marcon over here. You know,
I know that he does. Oh, I love him. Oh. And Gold is just like, ugh. Gold is like,
I make
don't
eye
give her any
contact with-
ideas.
I make eye contact with Golda just based on the last conversation we had. Roll my eyes very, very obviously.
Yeah, and Gold is like, I'm with you there, girl.
Maya, you're right. Is there something in your eye?
Oh, just I wouldn't lie. It'll pass.
This too shall pass. Interesting. I didn't know like dust could dissolve in human eyes. Very new fun fact.
Gold is like, well, I've been down here long enough. I think I'll be going back up. So enjoy your dinner.
Ta.
She leaves.
So long, Captain.
Bye.
Chelsea's like, oh, she's like a mother to the rest of us. I love her. She can be real stern sometimes, but she takes care of us.
And my Leia is like not eating, but just sitting there.
Hey, my Leia, if you're not gonna eat your soup, I'll eat it, because I'm a big guy, you know, I get pretty hungry, so,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yeah. Anything else you want to do down here?
My Leia's just having a bit of like an internal crisis. Still.
Well, yeah, it was only like 20 minutes ago.
Fenfi. Sazza.
Oh yes.
Oh my goodness. Totally just over my head. Totally forgot. But my Leia has a wonderful question for you both.
Oh,
She does.
what's your question,
We're
Malia?
having like a bit of like an internal discussion.
Oh yeah,
About-
well,
Things and stuffs. So my Leia, take it away. You're far more better at
yeah,
this.
hit me, sister.
Yeah.
It wasn't that interesting, Faye.
Oh, thought it was plenty interesting. That's why I'm sharing.
Too late now. We're interested.
In. I hooked him.
Well, suppose the question goes like this. In a situation where you have to make a difficult decision, how do you weigh what you're going to do, what is right versus what, or do you weigh your ideas with what is right and what is wrong, or how do you make a choice?
Which option pays more?
Marcon, I already know your answer, that's why I'm not asking.
Usually, I just kind of like go with my heart, you know, just listen to within, and wherever my heart takes me, that's where I go.
But my Leia doesn't want to hear.
Exactly what my Leia doesn't want to hear.
Everybody else has already said this to her.
My Leia's sitting here like, what the fuck is a heart? Can I not choose based on
In some cases, I go with my fart.
Chelsea's like, oh, that's a funny one. I don't even know what that means.
Marcon almost like puffs, inhales his soup that is in his mouth.
Fenfi, how about that answer?
I think about things. I'll definitely weigh what's right and what's wrong. And I pick something that's right for me at the time.
I relate to that. I relate to that.
I relate.
My
to
accent is
Down
gone.
there.
Yeah,
Should have
that's
swallow.
not a bad way of looking at it. You know, sometimes it's about what's right and what's wrong, and sometimes it's about what's right and what's left.
Sazza.
Surprisingly wise, Sazza. Sometimes the option that you thought you'd have, you no longer have. And I'm choosing to believe that that's what you meant.
Oh, I was. Yeah, sure. Clearly.
What was everybody else's answers?
There was a lot of nonsense about what your heart says to do.
Mm.
And how you just know via this, like, intuition. And everyone seems to just know, and it seems a bit frustrating.
I definitely don't know
I
until.
have no idea what my accent is today, by the way, so
okay.
good luck.
It's okay.
Say. Yeah, if you don't know, you just have to go with, just pick something then.
That's what I do. Sometimes I just really want something. I go for it. It might be the wrong decision in the morning. You know what I mean?
As she says this, Sazza kind of like elbows Marcon, like, get it?
And Marcon just awkwardly leans over and goes, I'm a wrong decision in the morning kind of guy.
Chelsea's like, oh, you know.
Well, I make loads of wrong decisions myself, so...
She's like, sometimes I think coming to sea might have been a wrong decision. My family doesn't like it that I'm out here, but it's something I really wanted to do. So I'm here.
I think that's good. I think that I'm proud of you that you came out here and you made that decision to come out and we get to spend time with you, even if your family doesn't agree.
Aww,
Yeah, what do
thank
families
you.
know, man? They always like want things from you and have expectations.
No.
Right,
Who
what would
needs
your
all
family
that?
rather be doing?
They'd rather me be at home on the farm, you know? Away from the
On the
ocean.
farm. So you decided to come out here because, you know,
Because I was
you
drawn
seem
to
like an
it,
adventurous
that's
person,
all.
right?
Just like Treff. She's also from the mountains or something, and she also found the ocean. We all love it. And Ardadek, he just wanted to escape his weird rich life. I don't know why he'd want to not be rich, but oh well.
It has its ups and downs. But yes, I mean, the ocean's quite alluring. I mean, it's a vast, huge percentage of the world, and it can be so mysterious. I mean, unless you have some sort of fancy magics, everything beneath the surface is unknown.
So true.
It's also beautiful at sunset. I mean,
I know. Like
look at this.
now.
This is gorgeous. Oh, we're inside.
Yeah, we're inside.
Go
But there's
outside and
probably
look
some
at it.
kind
It's
of portal.
gorgeous.
There's probably some window. So yeah, dinner continues. Anything else? Any other conversation you want to do?
So I was just like, well, I'm wondering, Myla, you bring up this question. Are you having like a difficult sort of dilemma that you're trying to sort out?
Can you
'Cause,
do? Can you do
we're
an
here to help.
insight check? Insight.
Oh, an insight check. Cool. Do I need to roll anything against
You
that?
can roll deception if you want.
Well, I'm not really trying to
Okay.
deceive.
Insight would be 14.
You can see there's something.
I could tell there's something bothering you, so I just figure, we're friends now. I gotta look out for my friends and kind of see what's going on. And like Faye is saying, sometimes there's a lot beneath the surface in the ocean, but also people are like oceans.
Do you ever feel like you're 15 steps behind everyone else?
Me?
I.
Why? Did you tell everyone else what's going on already? No, and just mean I feel like sometimes I'm 15 steps behind everyone else. Oh, right.
But
Salsa, you were clearly a philosopher in another life. Is that not true? Do you not feel like a past self was like a Socrates or something like that?
Faye, sweetheart, I'm a philosopher in this life.
Oh my goodness.
oh, Sazza, you're a philosopher.
Just coming in.
What is that accent? Now I'm Hermione Granger. Sorry. Philosopher. How would you say that?
Philosopher.
Philosopher? I don't know. You're a philosopher.
I mean, yeah, like we're all a little bit of philosopher, but I'm a deep thinker,
Oh.
There's a lot beneath my oceanic surface that people don't really. They
Oceanic
think maybe
surface.
just because of my attitude, because I'm a happy guy, I'm like having fun and stuff. They think maybe, he doesn't really think a lot, but I think about a lot of things.
Isn't there a
Right
story
now-
of like a philosopher inside of a whale or something? Like, isn't
It
that
might
some sort
be,
of, like,
man.
myth?
It's crazy because I didn't think about that until right now, and I thought about a lot of things, but I didn't think about that. But now I think you might be right that there is a story, and see, look at that. I'm living the life, the dream.
How
of
did you
the
get inside
philosopher.
that whale?
The
You never
story is
told
about
us.
you now.
Yeah, it's
Tell
called
us what
Sazza and the Whale.
Spread
Salsa.
the news of Sazza and the whale.
I did-
Salsa.
How did you get inside the whale?
Good story.
As I told them, I really don't remember. I was taking a nap, and when I woke up, everything was fishy and guts. Didn't really know why or how, but
Where were you
now
taking
I'm
a
here,
nap?
and hey, you can't complain when the wind takes you along the motion of the ocean to a cool place with cool friends,
That's right.
Salsa, you have a remarkable attitude.
Hey, there's no point in looking down when there's so much more out there. That's up, down, just the ground. Up, all the sky,
Well,
So-
down is also the ocean.
I was gonna say.
I mean, you can't stand on the ocean. The ocean is beneath.
We
I
can stand on the
can't-
ocean. We just did.
I did it.
Oh, that's true. You just need the magic. I forgot. All right. Sorry. You're right. Marcon knows what's up. So, maybe you can look down too. Look wherever you want to look. I don't know. It's all good.
Socrates strikes again.
Oh, that's so true. Socrates.
Yeah.
If
You want the best advice from Socrates? It's just be at ease.
Socrates. Be at ease.
merch.
Put that on some merch.
Put that on a T-shirt.
Be at ease. Or go ahead. Somebody write it.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Don't worry, I'm making a mark.
We need to make a merch ideas
29:30.
channel.
Yeah, we need a merchandise.
I'm gonna put it right here. We do need a merchandise channel.
Well, where did you take a nap? When was the last time you were sleeping?
That's a good question. I think it was a beach.
Oh,
to be honest, I was drinking a lot that night. Sometimes I get a little carried away with the alcohol. And, sometimes you end up taking naps and you don't remember where or why. Just drinking a lot and then nap and then wail.
It must have just come up on the beach. It smelled you there. And then it ate you.
Maybe it was thirsty and I smelled like booze too, and it was like, hey, I've had a hard swim. I need to relax a little and take the edge off. So, I'm not mad at the whale. I'm not mad, especially since now he's dead, since we busted a hole in him,
Also, do you have any enemies?
Enemies? I mean, maybe, but, nobody's my enemy at heart. For me, I just try and be friends with everyone. Some people might be mad about it, but I don't have any enemies that I know of. Maybe the whale's family might be an enemy now because we busted a hole in him, so they might not be too happy about it, but that's just part of the course, dude. Sometimes you bust out of whales and then the families get mad. It's like, what are you gonna do? Do you have any enemies, Mother?
I did not
And
think
Marcon
so.
just raises his hand.
Oh. Did not think I had any enemies until this very moment.
And Sazza elbows Marcon. He's like, oh, what a joker over here, man. Come on, we're all friends.
Sure, joking,
After
sure.
one day. Yeah. That's funny. Chelsea's like, well, I hope that you all have a good trip. I mean, they're all going to Breeze. Are you going to stay on our ship?
Is that where we're going, Breeze? I didn't even realize.
Yeah,
that sounds fun
it's
to
a
me.
really
I'll
interesting
see where the adventure
place.
takes me,
But you're welcome on our ship. I'll talk to Golda for you.
I really appreciate that, Chelsea. You're a real friend. You're a real friend.
Yes, I love already you.
I love already.
Yeah.
Wait, that's another one.
Marcon is going to, once Sazza says that about Greece, Marcon is going to look up and try and connect eyes with Faye and try and whisper, but in the middle of everybody, just be like, can he go to Breeze? Is that okay?
Yeah, you guys talked about
can-
this once already, at lunchtime. And she talked about him
Did we
being a
already have this
dragonborn, that'll be interesting for them.
All right, yeah, we did
Yeah,
talk
he
about
just
this.
he
Never
might
mind.
touched. That's all.
Right.
It's gonna be very interesting, especially once or if Sazza, if you decide to tell everyone that having a tail is not the norm, they will definitely be all over that thing. So maybe keep it to yourself if you don't want to be touched too much. I don't know. It's up to you.
I mean, sometimes being touched can be nice, but I'll take that to heart.
Yeah, because it might be a bit of a petting zoo vibe, not like a sexy time vibe. So.
All right, yeah, I don't like that. I'm not an animal, man. I'm a person. I'm
You
like
are.
I'm a thing with a lot of thoughts. We talked about that. I got deep thoughts,
Socrates.
But just exactly. So just letting you know, maybe. You know what I mean.
All right, thanks for the advice, Faye. You're always looking out. Keep that on the down low. Maybe I'll kind of tuck my tail, and he kind of tries to tuck his tail into his pants, but it doesn't work. It's just way too big.
Don't be ashamed of it. Just tell them that it's normal, that everybody has it. And if someone says, "Well, I've seen a dragonborn that does blah-blah-blah," you can be like, "Well, that's the strange one. You should touch their bum."
I got an idea. And then he takes his tail and puts it between his legs. He's like, I'll just tell him I have a giant wiener.
That might entice them to sexy time. So yes.
I mean, that's definitely a step up, right?
My Leia immediately uncomfortable.
Chelsea's like, oh, he's
Oh, you're having
just
so much
joking.
fun.
He's just joking. I can see your red face
Right,
from here.
And then Sazza elbows Marcon and Marcon and Chelsea's time. And he's like, you know who else has a giant wiener, Chelsea?
Oh, is it true? But you just met today.
I mean, I'm just assuming he's got what do you call it, the big dick energy.
She's like, well, I'm looking forward to that. She playfully like on Marcon's arm.
Well, if we're not fighting anything anytime soon, maybe you and I can.
Yeah,
do a
now's the
practice
time.
ball.
Never waste it. Before I have to start doing chores again. And no one's in the rooms right now.
Nope. Nope. My Leia won't say anything. Nope.
She rolls a perception of 12. I mean, sorry, persuasion. 12, not very good.
So are your rooms nicer than the ones that we're staying in?
No, they're about the same. We don't. I mean, we're not really a passenger ship, so all the rooms are kind of the same, except for the captain's, of course.
Fair.
That's okay, Marcon. Just show her how well you do in close quarters.
Right.
I know some good places, though. Some hidden places in the cargo hold.
I'm always down for a tour.
Well, let's go. Let's go right now.
And Marcon stands up and pushes his empty soup bowl to the side and holds his hand out to Chelsea.
And she's like, let's go. She's like,
Sazza says, and he's like, young love, dude. Young love.
Isn't it the best?
Yeah.
I have a feeling one of them will be sorely disappointed, and I don't think it'll be Marcon.
And then
Speaking from
Sazza's like,
experience.
well, if everything works out, one of them will definitely be sore.
That's the joke I was gonna make if I were still there.
wait, I'm not getting it.
Well, you didn't get the one of them will be sore? Because she said sorely disappointed.
Oh, I mean,
One of
okay.
them will be
I didn't
sore.
realize you were coming off of that from before. Okay. So yeah, you continue eating a little bit or whatever.
Fenfi, how was your rest?
It was really nice, but I woke up in a panic and Faye gave me some ginger from her hands and and I just snapped back and it was really nice.
Oh my goodness.
I definitely
just
needed
thought
it.
of the best thing. I can just call it ginger snaps.
Oh,
Done.
so
Whenever I
clever.
cast that, I'm just gonna say ginger snap and then I do it right now.
Perfect.
So
Sazza, how old are you?
Well,
cute.
I don't really like to think of my, age in terms any more than like a fly does, Just kind
Okay.
But if you really must know, in human years, I'm 36.
Okay.
How about you, Fenfi? You seem like maybe like a mom or something. You got like mom energy,
Yeah, I am a mom. I'm a mom. I have a little one. Her name's Nimila.
Oh, that's
yeah.
super cute. Super
Mhm.
cool.
Faye and Mylea didn't know this either. Only Marcon knew this.
Yeah. Mylea is very interested all of a sudden.
And I didn't even
Oh.
know her name.
Yeah, you do. Or you could have rolled a history
I don't
check.
think Fenfi ever told
Yeah,
me
she
the
did.
name of her kid.
Yeah,
she
she
just
did.
said. Did she?
It helps
Okay.
when I'm
Never
doing
mind.
the editing.
The editing.
Yeah.
Let me look back. I'm like, you did that one. I didn't do that one.
Yeah, okay. That's just me being awful at taking notes.
Oh, that's fine.
What was her name again?
Nimila.
Nimala.
Nimila.
Fenfi, how old is your daughter?
She's 5.
How can you stand being away from her?
It's really hard for me. Definitely struggle every day.
Insight.
Sure.
The whole conversation.
Insight. And I want
Everything.
Andrea to do deception.
14.
12?
Oh.
know that something is off. I'm gonna say it's a little. I don't know if you'd gotten higher than that. I would say more, but
Yeah.
you know something is off.
Is she taken care of at home while you're away?
Kind of. I'm definitely worried about her. But yes. Somewhat. I don't really like to talk about her though. It definitely
You
makes me
shouldn't worry
sad.
too much. When I was 5, I was like spearfishing with my brother and stuff, and we would be catching the fish. And like being 5, that's just when you're living the best life. And you don't need your parents around. Pfft, parents, what do they do anyway? Like tell you what to do and stuff. Like, I know you're the parent in this situation. But,
She's with her father, so that's good.
all right, Papa Smurf and stuff, yo.
No, it would be interesting if
Papas.
Marcon was here, but he's not.
What's the father's name? Oh, is he
Yoshik.
Yoshik?
Yes.
Okay.
Yoshik.
And are you and the father on good terms? Are you?
We're separated right now.
Well, I mean, obviously separate, but like separated.
Okay. Yeah. It's complicated.
Okay. Interesting.
Why'd you have to go and make things so
Complicated.
It's an interesting song to
Fenfi.
sing during that activity.
Fenfi, I cannot think of anything that would make me leave my child. I mean, anything in the world.
Don't be judging.
Definitely.
All right, my Leia, it's not cool. All right, maybe she had some things she needed to do. Don't be like stepping in and like criticizing her motherly decisions. That's not right. It's not right, dude. Sorry, I don't mean to get defensive in
No,
Fenfi's
I
defense,
didn't-
but I just feel like, like, yeah.
Sauce's missing part of the story.
That's no idea. Maybe,
Well, thank you, Zaza. Mainly, it's definitely something. It's really hard for me, and I don't really like talking about it.
I'm sorry, Sazza, I didn't mean to offend Fenfi. I
Oh,
didn't mean
you
to.
good. Sorry. I get defensive when it comes to like parent-children relationships, because, sometimes it's just like, you don't know. You don't know someone's situation. You don't know.
I
That's it. You
Definitely
just don't
can
know.
say I would not imagine a spearfishing at 5 years old, so you've got one up on me for sure.
What did you say?
She said she couldn't imagine doing spearfishing at 5 years old.
Oh yeah.
Good times. Good times.
So yeah.
Actually, I just remembered. You kind of like branched off. We never found out what your dilemma was, my Leia.
It's more a matter of I have just graduated from school and the real world seems nothing like what I have been studying, and so I'm simply trying to learn. I was honest. I did it.
All right, I respect that, because books, they ain't like the real world. And as you know, I'm a philosopher, so I've read quite a few books. And yeah, sometimes the dilemmas of real life don't line up with the dilemmas of books, but don't worry about that, Congratulations on graduating, though. That's like a real achievement out there.
Aw.
Thanks. It's not so much for. You don't need to worry about my dilemma. It's merely me learning. I am learning.
Aren't we all? That's some philosophical truth you're speaking right there. It sounds like you're a philosopher, too.
I have definitely read quite a few books, and I like to read. Have you read? What's your favorite?
My favorite book?
Aye.
I love the works of Socrates.
Your namesake.
You know it, dude.
Alright.
Socrates, the philosopher from one of the other islands in this world.
Had a few things about him. Asked a lot of questions last time I checked, yeah?
Yeah, there's always a lot of questions in life. I'm also a big fan of adventure books, which is part of what inspired me as a young lad. I was like, you gotta go on adventures. I told myself, I looked in the mirror and said, Sazza, you gotta go on adventures. and I listened to me, because now I'm on an adventure with you guys. Yeah.
Good that you were able to
Were you...
listen to yourself.
Sorry.
No, that's it.
Were you a big fan of Sir Drake and his son Nathan?
Sorry?
The adventure books. I'm making a meta joke. It's okay.
It's a
You
really
can
bad
just flip it. I guess not. That's fine. It might
fine.
be.
That's a no from Sazza.
I knew a fire drake once.
Was he fun?
He was really mean. He was definitely hot-tempered, and we had to spear him and roast him.
Oh my.
Yeah, because he was terrorizing towns and stuff.
Oh, I see. Okay. It's all coming up together.
I've also heard from some ladies that they're fans of some guy named Drake, but I don't know who that is.
I think I might know who that is.
Do a history
He's
check.
some bard.
Yes.
Okay. Oh no, I lost my die and my cat's thing. Okay. 20, dirty 20.
You know that
I
he's a
fetch my
bard
die.
from Mobolal.
He is a bard from
Mobolal, yeah. The country to the northeast of Sebulot where you were.
Oh yes, he's from the true north.
At least of this archipelago, yeah.
Yes, he's interesting. Not really my style, but I get it.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of those northern bards. They're all about money and stuff and fancy shoes or something. I don't even wear shoes, so
You know what's weird is they say pop, and it's very strange. Just say carbonated beverage. I don't know what's so hard about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Reminds me of a line that I heard. We'll never be royals. It's a good line from a bard.
Well,
Don't run
I don't think that
some
one's
of us-
popular on Breeze.
Technically, I am sort of a royal where I come from, but I guess the rest of you will never be royals. But it's not, you're not missing out anyway, because Dragon Royal bar, where I come from, it's a little different. I don't want to talk about it though.
Wait, Sazza, oh, you don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, can you do a
Yeah, it's cool.
Sazza, can you do a persuasion roll?
That is 15.
Okay, yeah. So in your manner, they can see that you really don't want to talk about it right now. So, you want to continue with dinner, or do you want to walk
Is
around
there
the
any
ship? or-
dinner left? Have we?
I mean, there's
Oh,
there's a
I only
giant pot
have
of
like
soup.
half of my soup. You can have the rest.
Oh, sweet! He finishes it, and then he kind of looks around, and I don't know if there's Sazza kind of tries to sneak over to the pot of soup and maybe just kind of take the whole pot.
Can you do a perception check, everybody?
That's 21. Oh, sorry, 22.
I got a 17.
I got a 10.
What'd you get, Jacob?
Oh wait, am I doing a
Yeah, I just wanted
perception
everybody
also?
to do it.
Okay, hang on, sorry. I got a 4.
So Fenfi and Sazza are just loving their food, or I don't know, like Sazza's thinking about his thoughts and now thinking about not wanting to talk about his past, and meanwhile, Mylea and Faye do hear music.
Do I recognize the music?
Yeah, do a history check.
That's an 18.
May I also do a history check?
Yeah, Faye can do. Yeah. Yeah, you've heard it somehow.
I've heard it.
5. Okay. Well, it is music from Breeze, but like it's been like played around and stuff like that. So this is how Mylea has heard it. Somehow Faye is just not remembering it right now. But yeah, so it's some music on a flute being played
Not
outside.
fan of the classics.
Sounds familiar. Can I hum along with it?
Sure.
Cool. Do I need to like roll anything?
If you wanna, it's just humming, so I don't want to say it's not performance or anything.
Okay. I made that up. I don't know.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's all Celtic sounding and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just something that happens outside.
Well, Sazza, I must say you definitely are an interesting addition to this little group, and I, for one, appreciate you being here.
Glad I could bring some positive energy, to the group, because that's what I always want to do. Just like meet cool people and bring some good vibes, and I'm glad I could do that because that's important.
Yeah, you're really a righteous dude.
Yay, you got it in. So dinner winds down a little bit. You want to explore the ship, or I don't know, what do you want to do? Any more conversations?
I want to go try and find Ardadek to find out more about Greece. Because
Okay.
I know we were talking about it, but Mylea really wants to find out more.
And what do you want, Faye?
I was wondering if I could go to the crow's nest, and if anybody's not, if no one's there. If someone's there, then I'll just stay on deck.
No one was there when Sazza was there, so there might not be anyone up there still.
Okay, then I would like to go to the crow's nest.
Okay. And Faye, Fenfi and Sazza.
I'm gonna go back up to the deck, just to look around
Okay.
and see if there's any danger or anything.
Sazza, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna stay down in like the galley
Okay.
or the kitchen area and like try and like see if I can find snacks that I can store in my pockets for later.
Good idea. All right, so most of you go back up on deck. It is Ardadek who is playing the flute. So if you want to talk to him, you can interrupt him.
Oh, it's Ardadek. Why didn't I put that together? Wow, I'm a genius. Of course it's Ardadek. If I knew it was from Greece. All right. Go up there and yeah, I'll interrupt it.
He's like, oh,
It-
Mylea.
That was rather nice.
Oh, thank you. Do you know it?
Heard it before, but can't say it's exactly the same.
Sorry, I was just distracted for a second. They call it the Green Shepherd. I don't know why. That's just, it's a name, and it's a very old song.
Green Shepherd. Oh my.
I would think it should be like the Shepherd's Green, but it's not. And it's,
What's it? Does it have a story that accompanies it?
I don't actually know the words. I only know how to play it. I've never heard it sung before. I
Do
just know the
I recognize? Can I remember any of the words?
Sure, do another history check.
Well, that's a 17. You tell
Yeah,
me.
you can. You know how you get like stanzas out of order and stuff like that. You recall words. You're like, isn't there a verse about like a dog and like this kind of stuff?
Green Shepherd. Ardadek, I don't want to intrude, but
Oh, this is my free time. Go ahead.
I was hoping to find out a little bit more about Breeze. I seem to find myself traveling with this group, and Breeze wasn't my original intention, but now that I'm going there, I want to know a little bit more, if you don't mind sharing.
What do you want to know about?
I know that the culture is a bit different, and that being who I am is already a mark against me. But what is, can you tell me about the religion of Breeze?
I can tell you that there's not very many who adhere to it anymore. But there used to be one day a week where everyone prayed, stayed home, didn't really go out. It was to help the beasts. It was somehow that everybody praying together helped strengthen the beasts. But today there's only a few that adhere to that, and it's really just the monks of the individual temples that keep the beasts alive in a way.
The beasts that protect Breeze?
Yes. Without them, we could... one reason why these waters are so dangerous is because many monsters are drawn to it, to the magic, like the giant bubble surrounding the islands. And once we're inside that bubble, there will not be as many monsters. So, it's things like this, plus Kagoma is always trying to invade, and you were out there fighting them, and I just fear for the beasts. I fear for the future of Greece in general because of people's general forsaking of the tradition and the forgetting our history.
If you care so much for the history of Greece, why did you leave? Because I don't think I heard that part, right?
I don't remember if you were there or
around,
not.
No.
I think it was only Marcon and Faye, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it was only Marcon and Faye. Well, I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I fell in love with a human to start, and we left. I didn't want to be a part of that culture anymore, and I don't know what to do. I don't know how to save it, so it's just better to be outside.
That's something I can understand.
Have you left your home? Well, I suppose you already have. You've been to war and stuff, but you intend to go back one day, don't you?
I'm not entirely sure anymore. I left with complete belief that I'd return, but some things have changed.
Is Fenfi here? Just because I know you were just going to be out on deck anyway.
You're talking with yes, because
you're the only one.
was interested with the flute.
Cool.
Yeah.
I was interested in the flute.
Okay, yeah,
so
let's
I
say
am
Fenfi
there.
is here. Faye is not. Faye went up to the crow's nest.
Okay, so yes, I am here.
But I things have changed, so.
I understand. Well, it's important to work things out and decide what you need to do in this moment. What is best for you?
It's exactly the conversation I've been having.
It does sound like a very, like a point of crisis, a point of turning for you.
Well, hopefully I can figure out what that means. Is there anything else we should know about Greece as we go there?
There are many pastimes to keep people occupied. I don't know if they'll allow you to partake of some of them, but there's quite a lot of, well, drugs. It's as a way to enliven the life, and some of them involve reliving your past or seeing yourself in a whole new world, something like that. And so, I don't know, somebody might offer you these things. If you get the chance, I'd say, I don't know, try it. maybe once. But overall, like, they're not real. There's a lot of other interesting pastimes, such as pain infliction. Things people do when they have nothing to do. This is what happens when you have all the time in the world and other people to do things for you.
Can't imagine living life that way.
There's not very much fighting, though. I mean, people don't develop their magic and their military skills because of the beasts. They believe themselves protected.
So the pain infliction is for pleasure?
It is. People skinning themselves, maybe cutting off an ear just to see what it feels like.
My goodness.
So, I don't know, unless you have very specific questions. I'm sure there's quite a lot I can't describe to you, unless you ask it.
Hi.
So what's Faye doing?
I would like to go into my pack and pull out the skull I used for the ritual.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it's already cracked. And I'm going to, like, bring it up, like, you know, alas poor Yorick. And go, good sir, may we have a chat real quick?
So the eyes of the skull light up, kind of like...
What? This is something we could do?
What is that? What is it I'm thinking of? Where that you see the little points of the eye, like, anyway, it has lights in the dark socket part. I'm thinking of a certain cartoon. I am here.
Like, oh, a cauldron?
Maybe.
Oh no, he has like actual eyes and
the
he's
last-
creepy looking.
The last unicorn, where there's that one
Maybe.
skull who's drinking.
Maybe that.
Totally.
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. That might be something deep in my memory.
Now I'm thinking of like rescuers with like the gems.
Yeah,
in the
that's
eye.
what I was first thinking of. But that's not eyeball. Or whatever. Anyway, yeah. He says, yes, I am here.
Wonderful. And I'm just gonna put, now that he's here, I'm just gonna like place it on the edge there and just make sure it doesn't fall. Yes, so could you just like, I don't know, let me in on what it is that we'll be doing? I'm just curious.
You are...
I know we're supposed to wait till we're there. I know. Please. We're here, we're on the way there. We're gonna be there by tomorrow morning, I believe. But I don't know. I like the group. Oh, we have a new one. Is that alright? Is he part of your plan? Is that why he was in a whale?
Jacob, I really gotta talk with you. We never fully decided. Do you want me to just make it up for you on the spot right now, and we'll work
Go
with
for
it? Okay. 'Cause
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna go with the one that was my favorite.
Sounds good.
Yes, he can stay with you. I will not tell you about what it is that I had in store for him. And actually, I am not the one that put him in the whale. That is something that he did on his own.
That is even more fantastic. You're already holding up your part of the deal.
But I am not
Wonderful.
going to tell you. I need the others to be here. You all are working together. I am sorry, Faye.
No, I know, I understand, darling. Yes, that's all. I was just wondering then, like, I don't know, we could just, like, talk. Like, it's been so long. Like, we made our deal, and then you were like, oh, incognito, and then, like, woof, magicked me away. So I was just like, you know, just want to talk. Like, it's been forever. How are you?
This is not something somebody usually asks me. Now I'm going into Russian for some reason. But it has been a long time since I have ever had, well, someone like you. I mean,
I feel special.
you were courageous enough to ask me for my patronage. This is something that doesn't happen often. Well,
I mean, I've heard your tales, but yes, how are you?
I am busy. That is all I can say. I am making
Are you
sure.
getting a lot of calls? Is it like an operating center?
Sort of, yes. And it is deciding how to answer their calls. Because, yes, I don't always have things that I need done. But I will tell you
You can't
this.
leave them on hold forever.
No, Faye, I will tell you this.
Yes.
You going to Breeze is answering someone else's call. The now 5 of you are the solution to someone else. And in the
Okay.
meantime, you are doing something that is also for me. Something that I very much want to see. So I will give you that.
Oh, darling, thank you. Oh, hold on. I came up with this new thing, Ginger Snap.
You are
Do
a
you love
clever
it?
one. I do appreciate you.
Oh, I love it. Thank you, darling. I just wanted to make sure we're all good. Fantastic.
Well, I
Okay,
will see you once you land, and I will talk to the Sazzarin again as well.
Okay. Sounds fantastic. Okay. Just wanted to have a chat. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I hope those calls don't like keep you up or anything.
No,
Sorry for
it is
being
fine.
one of those calls.
It is fine. Thank you
Right.
for your concern
course.
about my well-being.
Of course, of course. Into the backpack.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Marcon and Chelsea have a tour of the cargo hold.
A tour of the
Yes. Should I be rolling performance at this
Go
point?
ahead. Yeah. You should. Oh, Chelsea got a 17.
Oh, I hope Marcon maybe does well. I really hope this doesn't go poorly. My performance is not great. Okay.
I'm thinking of what's her name, Kaylee from Firefly.
That's an 8.
Oh, she's doing all the work, but that's okay with
She's
her
doing all of
because
the work.
she's overly exuberant and energetic and hasn't gotten to do this in a while. So, yeah, she really does not care. Can you roll persuasion?
Yes, I will roll persuasion. I'm better at persuasion. I'm much better at persuasion. Not much better with that roll though. That is an 11.
Yeah, it's okay. she still
Yeah, it's
believes. I mean, it's more at this point she's more like having her way with you than
Yeah,
believing you're a
she's just-
lover worth keeping around.
Yeah.
Okay. So, anybody else? Who else wants to do something?
Sazzarin, at this point, Sazza is like done, like ransacking the galley, so he kind of like climbs up to the top deck. He's like, "I'm smelling that ginger again. We talking about ginger snaps more?"
You can see Fenfi and Mylea and Ardadek, the high elf that you haven't met yet, one of the crew.
I'll like walk over and be like, "Hey man, how's it going? I'm Sazza. What's your name, dude?"
Oh, I'm Ardadek. You're the one that they rescued from the whale. I haven't gotten to meet
Yeah.
you yet.
That's me. Are you from the place we're going, or are you just another ship, dude?
I am both. I am from Breeze, yes, originally. It's been 200 something years since I've been back. I mean, really
That's a
visiting
lot of
rather than
years.
just these cargo trips. And yes, I work for this ship now. Oh, you a
Good to
sailor.
meet you, dude. Good to meet you. And he like takes
Uh,
the
yeah.
Ardadek's hand and like aggressively shakes it.
Yeah, he's like, oh, you a sailor?
You know, not really, dude. I just kind of ended up here through some unusual circumstances.
Definitely unusual to be swallowed by a whale. So, any of you musicians?
No, dude. No, I'm not a musician. I tried to sing once a little bit, but apparently it's my throat's too gravelly and stuff, and my singing is not pleasant.
Mylea and Fenfi?
Mylea is unfortunately not. No. I sing with my fife.
dancing with your blade.
I like to sing, but I am no musician.
Oh,
Just for myself and my family.
I was just wondering if anybody would play with me. But
I'm actually going to cast message. And I'm going to take out my little lyre and point my finger towards Mylea. And Mylea, in your head, you hear, darling, if you could do me the favor of climbing up to the crow's nest, I just want to, like, have a quick one-on-one real quick. Oh, you can reply to this message, Peach.
Have I ever experienced anything like this before? Is that to me or to
no, because she was talking to Fenfi earlier, and
No.
you've never had a reason to
Okay,
have someone
great.
magicking you.
Amazing. So, with that, I'm gonna be like, oh, what was that?
Oh, the deck's like, what are you talking about?
I think Faye in my head?
Oh, some kind of magic. She's talking to you.
Oh, is that... Well, alright, then I will be right.
Cast message again. Yes, thank you for replying to not me, but someone else. Anyway, please make your way up. So you can reply to this message, BT Dubs, by speaking.
I'm on my way, I guess. This is very strange.
It's message. You don't have
Oh,
to
I
use
can't.
fingers.
Oh, it's message, not sending. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm dumb. Alright, well, I'm coming. So
she leaves Fenfi and Artidek and Sazza together. What could Faye want to talk with Mylea about? You'll have to find out next week. Join us Sundays at 7 p.m. Pacific on YouTube or Twitch, and follow us on TikTok and Instagram. See you next time.